Happy Tuesday! Welcome to another Talk and Tips Tuesday. I just got done eating. I feel like I have food in my mouth. I had a salad with chicken and a bunch of vegetables, cucumbers, tomatoes from my garden, broccoli slaw, spinach. I even put some basil in there that one of my wonderful clients gave me. So thank you again for that, Melissa, if you watch this. Okay, today we are having some real talk about food and nutrition and guidance that we receive from the government about what we should or shouldn't be eating. So about half of the Americans in the United States have a preventable disease that's diet related. So that would be like cardiovascular disease, type 2 diabetes, things like that. So half of us that are living have a very preventable disease that can easily be cured by changing what we're eating and how we're feeling our bodies. Is that crazy? Yeah, right? And a lot of us don't do anything until something horrible happens. So why wait until something horrible happens to do something? So where do we get this guidance from? So we get this guidance from the government, the Dietary Guidelines for Americans. It comes out every 5 years. Now, these guidelines are meant for anybody that's 2 years of age or older, and it really guides all of the materials that we see. It guides our kids' school lunches and that federal program there. So it's really the guidance that's received that practitioners use, that everybody uses, right? So how does this work? Okay, so it came out in 2015. So nutritional scientists do a study and they publish a report. And then the government puts it out for public comment, during which time trying to seek comment from like you and I, right? But what really happens is that lobbyists and the big food corporations, well, they work just so long for 9 months to try and get things changed. And then that watered down, inconsistent, very vague version of the dietary guidelines gets released to the public. So what do I mean? So like, for example, the scientists recommended that we no longer drink soda and we replace it with water. Well, holy shit, how is that going to work out for like Pepsi and Coke and that sort of thing that just pump us full of sugar water every day, right? And so they don't want that to happen. And so what that got changed to was reducing added sugar. So the initial thing was don't drink soda, drink water, got changed to reduce added sugar. And so that's what we hear and what we see. And then that watered down, inconsistent version of the dietary guidelines gets put out. So for example, it's a 128-page report. No one freaking reads it. Less than 3% of the population in the United States actually follow the dietary guidelines. But they give you like these basic guidelines, right? And so they'll say, follow a healthy eating pattern across the lifespan. What the fuck does that mean? Or limit calories from added sugars and saturated fats and reduce sodium intake. How long have we been hearing that? How long has that not been working? Okay, let's go to a few more facts of what we have here. So for more than 25 years, more than half the adult population has been overweight or obese. 25 years. That's a long freaking time. So 65% of adult males and 73% of 65% of females and 73% of adult males are overweight or obese right now. And even more startling, so nearly 1 in 3 youth, ages 2 to 19, are also overweight or obese. So then that really goes back to that initial problem that we talked about, those diet-related diseases that so many people have, over half Americans have, that are totally preventable. Yeah, wonder where that's coming from, right? So the recommendations that we get aren't always the best recommendations. And so what can you do about this? Well, you can educate yourself. Join programs like my 28-day clean eating program so you can really learn about what are some of the good foods that you should be eating. You can read nutrition labels. So don't just look at like the facts that say how much fat and how much calories is in there. Look at the actual ingredients and try to focus on eating as much whole food as possible. And when I say whole food, I mean like not processed food. So for example, like let's say next time you go to the store, look at spaghetti sauce, right? And look at your ragu and Prego, that's what it is. I don't buy it, so I can't remember. Look at that and look at how many ingredients are in there in addition to added sugar, right? And then you can get another one that's just tomatoes, spices, and probably a little bit of olive oil. It's usually like those 3 things. Those 3 things would be as close to whole food as you could get instead of all the ingredients that you actually can't understand. So, I mean, this is a problem. This is a huge problem, and it's not being dealt with because corporations are making so much money off of us, right? McDonald's, Pepsi, all of those things, and they keep putting out that things are healthier, or maybe it's organic, or it's gluten-free. Like, organic sugar is better than regular sugar. Shit, it's still freaking sugar, So be a smart consumer, be educated, hook up with somebody who is educated, read your nutrition labels, and start teaching your kids about healthy eating. And it's not about eating less, it's about eating the right nutrients to really fuel our bodies. So anyway, that's my rant for today. So that's the real talk. That's what's happening. It's scary and preventable. So what are you going to do about it? I want to hear from you guys. So comment below. Let me know. Let me know if you have questions. And I hope you take the time to watch this. And I will see you next Tuesday. Have an amazing, amazing week. Talk soon. Bye.